There are numerous pitfalls, but I think they are all avoidable. So I think just to articulate a few of those. Firstly, I think not working through whether the solution will identify the issues adequately is really important one. So making sure that any solutions that are put forwards and that you carry forwards into delivery actually are designed to address the issues and the problems that have been identified. Once you're into that change process and into the transformation process, that continuous monitoring of the change, ensuring that you've got that robust evaluation framework, but also that monitoring process implemented so that you can cycle back through your PDSA cycles and also bring in external or additional internal expertise to be able to support with any elements that arise that you may want to test and adjust through that process. I think not identifying the wider interdependencies and dependencies or potential disbenefits from a system perspective is really challenging and can present issues within the process as you implement a change. So ensuring that work has been done up front, making sure that you're considering your change not just from a local perspective but also across your immediate system and wider if indicated, to fully understand that and fully understand where you would expect to see the impact of your change happen and how you would ensure that your evaluation framework and monitoring captures that. Another one for me is potentially overestimating or over-egging the potential impact of that change and how quickly you would be likely to see that. So some changes may produce an immediate impact, which might be quite obvious to see. Others, particularly where they have an impact across the wider system, may take a significant amount of time to be able to demonstrate fully. And it's really important that that's been built into the plan so that management of expectations in terms of the funding that's been made available for that change, if it has required additional funding, is managed, but also so that you are again effectively monitoring and evaluating that change in the right places as well. The final one for me is just around potential reliance on complex measurement tools. So just making sure that when looking to set up an evaluation and monitoring framework, we are kind of right sizing that evaluation framework to the change, ensuring that that is set up to measure the elements that we want to see an impact in, and really understanding those measures and whether proxy measures are required, etc., to be able to demonstrate that change. An over-reliance on multiple complex measurement tools can be really challenging, especially when we are considering our access to data and the challenges that we sometimes have around access to really reliable and robust data sets. So I think that needs to be a key consideration, and ensuring that we've done that work up front to understand where we can get that consistent, reliable data from, and whether anything additional is needed to be done to identify how we're going to source that before we start the change.